Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a weekly reading for Aries that runs from the 13th until the 19th of March. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And there's also a link in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. So, laying down your ten cards. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? The card I get is the Nine of Wands in the reversed position. Strong sense of not being able to see the wood for the trees with this card, okay? There's a sense of the need to step back from something so you can gain more clarity. It's like you've been in the thick of things, okay? I mean, it does show like this bandage around your head, so I do sense there's been some psychological hurts here as well. And also with the sticks in the ground, they appear like the bars to a prison, okay? So you feel trapped, okay? But there's also a lot of like sort of looking back here, you know, with this card. There's a strong sense of the need to look forward now. In fact, it is reversed, okay? So it's like you're finding a way. And in fact, if you look at the card, there's a gap here and you hold the stick from the gap. Okay, so you've already started to make some changes, but now it's just a matter of just turning around, looking forward, seeing that gap, okay, seeing there's a way out, if you like, and then just moving forward. So it's very much about looking forward rather than back. The card crossing is, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I've got a 9 here, and then I've got another 9, which is a 9 of Pentacles. Which is a blocking card, okay? So it's kind of saying that you're too much, you know, into the thick of things, okay? With the 9 of Pentacles, it's about stepping back, you know, from the situation, okay? And then you can see what needs to be done. And then you can just clear, like, the blockages, okay? But if you're too much into the thick of things, you just can't make things out, okay? It's like you're going too fast, you miss things, okay? That computer game scenario, you know, trying to move to the next level, but you need to pick up the gold and also the key as well, okay? So there are some bits and pieces that need to be resolved first of all. So there's a strong sense of the need to step back, think about it. So stepping back can come in many forms, you know. It could be like through meditation, it could be through a walk in the countryside by water, or through some exercise. So just look at the card in the past. Yeah, I mean, I've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. It shows that things went from bad to worse and from the frying pan and into the fire. It's very much just feeling the things kind of sort of spinning out of control. And again, being in the thick of things, you know, just trying to sort things out. But there's a lot of kind of sort of conflict, and there's been a lot of arguments. There's been a lot of anger as well. So again, there's a need to kind of sort of step back. It's this vicious cycle which you've been in. So you've tried to sort things out, and then it just goes back to square one. You try to sort things out, back to square one. Something needs to change here. So it's either moving away from this situation or dealing with the situation differently. And you must remember that if you look at a situation in a different way, then the situation changes. So change the way you look at something, what you look at changes. And also the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So something needs to change here. So either direction or perspective, or the way you deal with something. There's options there. But the worst option is to just do the same thing over and over again, because you've tried it, you know, it doesn't work. As I look more forward, I've got the Page of Wands in the reversed position, okay? There's a strong sense, you know, there are going to be some challenges ahead of you, you know, I've got to be honest here. But it's like I do sense you do decide to actually put your best foot forward, okay, and then actually move forward rather than looking back. But it is going to throw up a lot of challenges, you know, around you. I mean, that's always like paying in advance, okay, for what you want. So as you look more forward, things are shown to be much better than how they've been now and also in the past. But to achieve that, you know, it's a bit like this big lorry, you know, it realizes it's going the wrong way, it needs to change direction. But as it turns around, it causes a lot of like challenges, distractions. And that's kind of where you're going to be at, you know, it's these changes which you make, and it will throw up all these challenges. But once the lorry turns around, it's like full steam ahead. and going in the right direction, going towards where it wants, okay, which is the same with you here. Could well be a negative influence around you. I get this toxic energy. Perhaps you've been telling them too much of your business, or you tell them something and then they try to put you off. So the feeling here is to either move away from this person or to deal with them in a different way, okay? And perhaps hold on to more stuff. Don't tell people so much. Of course, if it's something really major, of course, it's good to share. But if it's like about working on yourself, moving forward, it's best to hold on to that energy yourself, and then that will help to drive you forward even faster. So the card in the goal position is the Magician reversed. So quite clearly there's been a breakdown in communication here, okay? There's also something here about something was revealed that caused a lot of distress. It was unpleasant, okay? Something came out of the woodwork here, okay? But your goal here is to manifest more of what you want, okay? If you like, you've got the sun, which is what you want, but you've got all these clouds in front, okay? So these need to be worked through. So it could well be you put out your good intentions to the universe, okay? And then it's backed up with worry, fear, doubt, lack of belief. This just blocks your wish, okay? The universe answers both, but it's so efficient that before what you want comes to you, it's cancelled out with the lack of belief, okay? So there's a strong sense of the need to work on these fears, these worries, and these doubts. But it does show you are going to meet them head on here with the Page of Wands in the reverse position. Next card is in the subconscious, which is the Knight of Cups reversed. I do sense an outpouring of emotions here. It's like you've been holding on to something for too long. It's a bit like you've got like some water and it's kind of reached this dam and it's building up, it's building up, it's building up, and it just gets too much and the dam will burst and then the water will just flow straight through. So initially the water is all over the place, which is shown here actually by the Page of Wands reversed, okay? But once it settles, yeah, that shows that you feel more peace of mind, more contentment around the situation, you feel better emotionally, and also you go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. But if it's too choppy, then it's like all over the place. So the advice card here, a positive card, it's the World card, okay, which is about a positive cycle. You know, the Wheel of Fortune reversed is very much about a negative cycle. But it is the advice card, okay, and it's really saying to keep on keeping on, okay. It's shifting the world from your shoulders and into the palm of your hand, okay. It's just realising really that, you know, once you go through these kind of sort of challenges, things are looking much better for you, okay. So it's saying keep on keeping on, and it's very much taking victory from the jaws of victory here. So the jaws of defeat, okay. I do also see like there's an opportunity here for you as well, and also some travel is shown. And also it's number 21, okay, which is key, which I was talking about earlier about picking up the key. You will find the key, which will then enable you to move forward. So on the outside, I've got the Moon card reversed. Yes, there's been a lot of strong emotions. There will be a lot of strong emotions. But what it's saying is that either you can let your emotions or other people control you, and so create your reality for you, or you can take control of the situation and then create your own reality. You'll become much stronger. And in fact, with the Moon card reversed, it is very much about this energy now. You're starting to harness this energy. Okay. Yes, there will be some setbacks, but it's really a case of one step back to leap 2 steps forward, or pulling back that elastic band and then letting go so you project forward here. Okay. So it's about strength here. Okay. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you will swim. You won't sink. Yeah, I mean, the card in the hopes and your fears is the Emperor reversed. So quite clearly, you know, you do feel things are quite unstable at the moment. It's like you are secure within the insecurity, okay? And this is just like this intermediate kind of sort of period, okay? This is transitional period, you know, it's moving from one stage to another. And just in between, it's always a bit difficult, you know, like a plane going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way. Yeah, I mean, the final card is the Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, so it's just this kind of sort of just outpouring. It's like kind of sort of grief here, which is attached to the past. It's like you're holding on to so much, but I just see you just letting go of all of this. Yes, there will be some tears, you know. Things will be difficult for a while. You know, it's a transitional period, but things are looking much better ahead once you've released something. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop.